All right, here we go.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Check pass.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
Okay.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us that we're going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So that'll back them up 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
They ain't on our side.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
35's the mic.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check safety, check safety.
They go back to the ground with Sanders, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Sanders again. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So on now, field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Santos' kick is up and through, and the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and it's not. That tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 3rd and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
43 is the mic. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common, but one thing thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
We gotta step it up.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
79. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mark 38.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
35's the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Hurts sets up to throw it. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Nix. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Still 15 yards to go, second down.
Tight left, tight left. Hey. 4 down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards to pick up there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Watch 36 to Mike. Watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood. Watch the blood.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go back to Pollard on second down, and he's going to have the Patriots first down as he gets this up past the 30.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's bow. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 44. Mike, 44. Check.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That...
Pollard is where Jefferson. That's why.
It's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He only has a single solo carry, numero uno, second quarter. They need to get him the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only one carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at the yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, Edmonds. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Second and one is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
I'm coming. Hey, check.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Four down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
Go! 60 Bison. It's our time, guys. It's our time. So there's the mic. Pick me up.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
Good call there on first down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage. You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New England's offense set to go. And in a spot like this, no more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Touchdown, Eagles! From 4 yards out. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. It didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got in the end zone. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete, nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So we have reached halftime in our first. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about...
He's split, Pollard. Yeah, options. No.
Wait, when you took that cut in, were you holding on to it?
No, the sprint button. Yeah, why are they going to... Oh, because I had him as the starter, maybe? Let's see if I try this. If that'll make a difference. I want to get Jefferson back in there. No, I want... Yeah, that's what I want.
Whether they take a good first step or not, many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
They go back to Pollard on second down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Dang it, why? Coaching, depth chart. Guess we'll try that.
Then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Strong right. Hey, 4 down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Double tight. Double tight.
Running left, here's Edmonds. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Even.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
44's the mic. 44's
And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Mike, 36.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
36 the mic. Check mic. Check mic.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Not bad argument.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
It's our time.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Let's put that team on the bus. 44, Mike, 44. Exit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
I got him.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
44's the mic. 19 tight. Pick it up. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the off-season. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps for these situations.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles continue to roll. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're running it. Mike 36. Mike Panther 11. Panther 11. Screen.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks.
You got it, son. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
They'll run for it with Pollard, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On first down, Edmonds. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd down, Edmonds. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 18-yard line. 75 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 9.
Man, I got you. Double tight, double tight. 4 down. Mike 38, Mike 38. Hey, let's get this. Ready. Go.
Now a give to Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in the